Now, Welshpool Station is the only one which is not being rebuilt, so there isn't any fact sheets or stuff I can show you because it's being permanently closed. Removing the Welshpool Road level crossing, there will be elevated rail, but then right after that it's actually going to have to dip down and go under the new Leach Highway bridge that they built here back to ground level, which is why Welshpool wouldn't be able to be an elevated station, because then the rail could only start dipping from around here, like where John Street is, which is not enough space to get back down to ground level. So obviously there is a technical difficulty with it being rebuilt, plus it's in an industrial area with one of the lowest patronages on the line, so they've decided that it's just not worth rebuilding it, and it's just going to waste more money when they're already doing such a massive project. So instead you're just going to have to use bus services to get to the new Oat Street station, which will be rebuilt over Oat Street, ending around here where Con Street is, so it's a little bit closer to Welshpool. And the new bus interchange is going to be on this side of the station, so it's going to be actually pretty close to Welshpool, only like 600 meters away from where the old station was, and you can walk there. Plus Queen's Park on the other side is being rebuilt closer to Hamilton Street, around here, which again makes it closer, but that's much further, 1.6 kilometers. But yeah, that's just how they're replacing Welshpool, and that's it. Which means Welshpool is so its last ever day of service on the 20th of November in the early morning, the main day obviously the 19th, which is when this was filmed, what you're about to see, 6 p.m. on the 19th. So let's give a farewell to Welshpool Station, which is the first station since like I'm a teenager that's straight up closed in Perth. The last one that closed was Belmont Park in 2013, but I wasn't really fully aware at that time. Now 10 years later, which the station is still announcing Belmont Park and the platforms, but now here we are 10 years later, and we have Welshpool closing down, which I now made this video so anyone in the future can look back, and we have a great historic reference of Welshpool Station on the last day of operation in the evening. I wish this was done for like Belmont Park, but nope, now we have this. So, enjoy.
Only one here.
And here we are, Welshpool Station, last day of Armadale Thorny Line operations at the station, which is permanently closing. It is 6 p.m. So right in the evening at the sunset. We pay a visit to Welshpool Station. And as I've said many times, this station will not be rebuilt, gone forever. Losing a station on the network, we will never see Welshpool Station ever again. So this is the most significant one to be recording. Let's take a look around. Here's the hut. Lots of seating here, because mostly usage of this station is very direct, like at specific times after industrial workers finish. Why is there 2 Thorny trains in a row? What?
The next train to Thornley departs in 4 minutes. The train stops all stations to Cannington, then runs express to Thornley. The next train to Perth departs in 3 minutes. The train stops all stations, including Belmont Park.
Ah, another Belmont Park station. Okay, we got another Thorny train coming in. We're actually going to film it down from this pedestrian maze on the more southern end of the station. I actually I don't think I was at this pedestrian maze last time. Why is the level crossing already closing, but the pedestrian maze is not? And the train's right there. Look, I can still cross, and I can clearly see the train. I can still cross. I can still cross the station. I can still cross. Oh my gosh, seriously? What? It's right there, and I can still choose to cross. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's pretty late. Ah, and the other side's closing as well. And Thorny service. Eight cars at the station at one time right now. There it goes. A really sad day for transport. Losing a station is not a common thing. Of course, gaining them is, but not losing. So, we've already known about this for over a year, but if not longer. But here we are now, actually, on the final day. Everyone's taking photos, everyone that I've seen. Let's take a good look around. I think there's no more express services, actually. Yeah, I know it says two Thorny trains in a row, but I thought there was no more express because I saw all stops from Armadale, but I guess there is then. Oh, closing again, oh my gosh. Great frequency to film right now. This should be the express now. There goes that one. Platform is slightly curved on this side, that side's straight though. And here, exactly 8 kilometers from the city. All the stations along here seem to be exactly a certain amount from the city. Let's walk down now. Look at this pedestrian maze and also the level crossing, of course. Go. Now they're actually closing it overnight for some preliminary works. But yeah, this is Welshpool Road, where the only bus services serving the station during the shutdown will be operating 282 and 283. No other replacement services. See? 282 or 283 to Elizabeth Quay bus station or to Shepperton Road at Oat Street. So you have to go back on yourself to then catch the service to Armadale. And they also have two Westfield carousel, which is so weird. Forgot the L. Yep, train service is cancelled. And the only, like, it's not really obvious that it's permanently closing because the only note is right at the bottom. Welshpool is permanently closing, but that just looks like the border of the sign. It's hard to notice, so it's a bit annoying for anyone who doesn't know. But yes, even though this is mainly an industrial area, I guess there are some houses just on there at which this is their closest station. So the local station gone. Gotta go to Oat Street instead. Let's cross here, another pedestrian maze. There's 4 pedestrian mazes right next to Welshpool, on each side of the station and on each side of the level crossing here. 7 Oak Street as well here, of course. And this is a major arterial road, 2x2 lane. And it's so funny just walking across the road like this and then just seeing tracks here. Because it's not perpendicular, so it looks really weird. And just in the middle of the island, we have the boom gate. I'm filming this on a different phone, you probably already noticed. It's very different to the quality to all the other videos I did. The visuals might be better, but the sound might be worse. Anyway, this one does have the sign. This level crossing is going improve safety and ease movements, create new public spaces, but not create a new Welshpool Station, modern, like it says at Carl and Oat Street. We also have a bell here for anyone coming out of that road, and another pedestrian race here, which we can check out. Here we go, speed limit 75. The express city bound is actually so fast through the station. And also, what do you want to say? Oh yeah, the pantographs are so high here. I think this is probably the highest point of the pantographs, especially on this side of the crossing. They look so good when you get the shot of the train coming through here. So yes, we're gonna get a good shot of the level crossing closing in a second, with the Thorny trains coming through. Oh, just 2 seconds later, here it goes. Oh, actually this one has 2 gates, which is so funny. I think this is the only level crossing which has 2 gates like this to close either side of the road down, because it's so wide. And here there's no gate at all. I could literally walk straight across whenever I wanted. Look, I can just run right across there. It's so easy. But no, I'm not doing that. Loud one, look at the pantographs. Remaining closed for the Perth bound train. There it is, stopping at the station. I think this is actually the perfect lighting for this final farewell video. It's so nice. And I got a good phone, so it's not blurry or shaky. Don't you just love it? I love the time that I came here, even though I wasn't planning to, but this is just how it ended up. It's 6:40 right now. Oh wow, see how long it's closed for? A low down angle shot. Nice. Pretty noisy one here. Nice. Here goes the crossing yet again. Should be another maybe express train this time. You can see it from this side. Here it is. Let's press through. This closes way too often. It's freaking 6 p.m. on a Sunday. I mean, granted, there is a stadium event, but still, it's closing like it's freaking peak hour on a weekday. Okay, that's enough at the level crossing now. That's it, Welshpool Road level crossing. Let's head back to the station. Take the final look at the old train replacement bus stops here, which will no longer be served, even though the buses will be driving along here. Here they are. These are the old bus stops. Both of them, 135 for 7, 135 for 6. No longer served. Been here since 2015, June, and now being removed. Let's enter the station for the last time now here. Enter from this entrance. You can see it's like all ready to be closed off. They just need to shift this fence over. Now we will be in the last train here obviously, but not on the platform, just on the train. Just like for Bayswater. The only station we won't be in the last train for is Carlisle, unless our train is 3 minutes late, because the Perth bound train is going to get there after our train, sadly. But all the other ones, we will be in the last one. Okay, walking up to the platform for the last time. Let's do our last tag on here, even though I probably did that like twice ever, but you know, for the record, we can take a screenshot, look back at this in the future. Welshpool never, ever again. There we go. And I'll tag off at the other one just for the sake of using both. The last tag off ever for me at Welshpool Station, and one of the last like 100 probably. And for Zivrig, 2785 is your station code here. No charge, obviously. Well, as the sun sets, we're about to leave Welshpool Station behind. We'll come through on the last train. But it's actually really good lighting for some good shots right now. I'm gonna take a lot of pictures before we leave. Here, we'll look at the dying ticket machine. We're gonna be replaced. Why did they replace the like credit card reader? The defibrillator is gone, but they replaced the credit card reader. And also, all Armadale line maps were so old until very recently. They didn't have the airport line, and obviously didn't have Lakelands either. And now, just in the last month, they replaced them all. What the hell? They did so much stuff in the last month, which they could have done ages ago. Here we go, one more train to film before we leave. Unfortunately, there's some people in the way there. Goodbye, Welshpool Station. Well, as that train departs, we lie down on the ground of Welshpool Station and say goodbye to it forever. The end of the lifespan of a station. Welshpool gone for good. You know, they don't really advertise this anywhere. They advertise openings, but this, not at all. Let's take a photo of all the station signs. It's so sad, I'm crying right now. I can't believe we're losing a station. I'm not crying, but like extremely sad about it. I'm gonna take a photo of myself at the sign. Oh man. Oh, it's coming already. About to leave. Touched it. Okay, and here comes the train I'll be catching, the last service I'll ever board at Welshpool Station. Thornley line service. Yep. Well, it's 29 again. The one we did the full journey on before. And Thornley service on the other side as well. They always meet here. Welshpool Station. Goodbye.
Next station, Perth Street. Doors closing.
Bye.
Next station, Perth Street.